Honestly, I have zero, absolutely zero. Like for I'd already come to terms with the fact that Bleach was getting shafted to begin with. Okay, I'd already come to terms with the fact that it was ending soon. Many people assumed, for 5 to 10 more chapters from initially when we heard the news about a month ago. And that shit pissed me the fuck off because I knew that it was not on Kubo. I knew that Kubo would not choose willingly to cut the story here. I'm sure he had more to do, even with things that have been set up in the series. There was more to do, but I came to terms with that already. But then yesterday, when I hear that the final chapter is going to be 685 next week, I'm done. I'm really fucking angry and salty right now because here's the thing. Even though I didn't make videos on Bleach all the time, it's still a series that I've been following and reading weekly since I was in fucking high school. Okay? So that's what at this stage, 10 years, give or take. No, man. I it's disrespectful. It's disgusting. I can't see how he can end this viably with just 2 more chapters, especially when you know that Bach isn't done after that last chapter. You're not done. There's no way to go out. How are you gonna take something as dope as Aizen's plan finally coming into play and then shit all over the rest of the series after that with the fact that this is only gonna be how are you gonna provide proper closure in 2 more chapters? Unless the final chapter is like 60 fucking pages. Even then, that's nowhere near enough. But there better be a motherfucking epilogue, or I will rage. I'll rage, and at that point, it's wholeheartedly on Jump. It's not Kubo's fault. I mean, to an extent, if Kubo really wanted to, he'd be on that fuck you status, and try and end it in a way that he can pick it up somewhere else and finish the story the way he wants to. That's what I would do. If I were him, I think that's what Bleach deserves. But my hype for this chapter is non-existent right now because there's no way, there's no possible way that things can be done the way they should go. There's no way it can be done properly. And there's no way that it can do this series justice. So let's see what it has to offer, man. Let's see how Kubo goes about kind of pushing this fight to its conclusion right now. Bleach chapter 684. Let's go. Everything into that one swing. Son. See, even with just Mimiyaga, the man has acquired ridiculous abilities. And yet we have yet to explore the rest of the soul. See, that's one thing that really pisses me off nonetheless. And I still can't say that what Aizen did with Kyoka Suigetsu, well, I better be explained in this chapter, whether that was in fact a result of his Bankai or if he was just using normal Shikai, which is what I think, but it very well could have been his Bankai. I don't know, man. I really don't know. Well done responding as quickly as you did to my Kyoka Suigetsu. On my way here, I got this strange, familiar feeling. It was similar to the one I felt back when you had placed everyone under Kyoka Suigetsu's spell. Indeed, I released Kyoka Suigetsu before you all arrived here. Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought during the conversation initially, before the first Bach attack. And here I thought I had completely broken it, my year early. So at that very moment, all right, that's pretty. Furthermore, I confirmed that it could be used to interfere with the Almighty's clairvoyant powers. The final component was you, who was unaffected by Kyoka Suigetsu. So he pinned everything on Ichigo at that stage. To see the man making this move, realistically, for the end game that it offers him, in order to not be under anybody else's domination, I understand it, but it still doesn't downplay the savagery of the character for me. Aizen is still always going to be a god. Who would have thought that me not showing you the release of Kyoka Suigetsu would have paid off like this? Kurosaki. See, I knew the man wasn't done. Tell me he doesn't fuck over Aizen. Did he just swallow him up? Kyokusugetsu's effects appears to have ended. Pride, or did it just reach its limit? Say, Ichigo. What the wait. Hold on. Did he just kind of like take over Aizen's body? Are you fucking kidding me right now? So wait. And is this implying that he wouldn't have been able to regenerate without some sort of host then? Using the Mimiaga Soul King essence to kind of envelop his body. And look at him now. Look at his face. What the fuck is happening? Did you really think something of that caliber would be enough to kill me? My power is the power to alter the future itself. Yes, your power is one of the most hacks things I've seen in a while. I can even rewrite futures in which I have died. What the useless. Oh, I'm done. Because this shit is going to be dragged out throughout the chapter, no matter what Ichigo does to surmount it, because you already know. I don't think Kubo has the balls to allow Bak to win. Nor do I think that Jump would allow it. I don't think the editors would allow it. Plus, we have too many unresolved things. At the very least, if the arrowhead that Ryokan gave to Uryu does not come into play, I'm going to be salty as fuck. And if you're telling me Aizen went out like that, this fucking the man's blade is still in tatters. This is nonsense right now. And now he's being taken over by it as well. What kind of... This is the end. This world and soul society will, before my power, lose their form and become one. What is this nonsense? All right. There we fucking go. Let's go. Exactly. I knew he would have to have his hand to play in this. If that ended up being a moot point and they didn't address that, I'd have been really salty. What is this? Ishida. I heard Soken utter these words once. The silver that forms as a result of Ashwalin is referred to as still silver. And if mixed with the blood of the one who activated the Ashwalin, can for just an instant stop his powers. Yo, that's disgusting. But then that reveals that he is in fact still himself to an extent. Does stopping this release Aizen as well? Look at that shit. Now Kurosaki. Even still rushed as a motherfucker. This is I'm not feeling it, man. I'm sorry. It's not fair. So what? So what if you manage to stop my powers for just an instant? It's useless. Seriously, and what do you plan to do with that blade? He won't make it in time. That OG Zangetsu look. With the clean bladed, that's actually I don't know what kind of bullshit that is transpiring here. That this time the casing around the blade breaks to reveal that, and the last time it just shattered. Zangetsu, I see. So what I saw at that moment was a glimpse of the future. I thought it was but a dream that you were showing me. Hush. Wait, he orchestrated this? Nah. You're telling me, because in light of it, that's the thing. There's no way else I'll betray him. So this is just, they're basically saying this boils down to Bak's oversight. Then the fact that the blade ultimately is on that OG Zangetsu look is in and of itself. So you're telling me this is how Bak goes out. Broken alongside Zangetsu. That clean slash. I mean, this panel looks dope, but I'm sorry. I don't know about the progression of this chapter. I really don't. And ultimately, it's just a matter of the fact that the entire series got screwed over and constrained. It's not fair. It truly isn't fair. A series of this caliber that has done so much, that has impacted the world of manga to the degree, whether you're a hardcore Bleach fan or just somebody who, you know, enjoys it to any extent, who's been following it for a while, you love the anime back in the day, whatever. It's clear that not just in Japan, even more so in Western society, the impact this series has had. So to see it be complete, and that's the thing, it's 684 motherfucking chapters in. You don't let the mangaka run it to its proper conclusion after 684 motherfucking chapters, after an entire arc that some may say the readership lost interest, and then they jumped into Thousand War Blood War, completely revitalized the essence of the series. And you wanna screw that over now for whatever reason. This is on Jump, man. I'm not gonna lie. This is definitely on Jump. This is some bullshit. I'm not feeling the chapter. It's somewhat nonsensical. The pacing is breakneck. At the very least, they brought in the Ashwan and Ishida, but who knows what the fate of Aizen is at this point? Because Ichigo is released from that shit, but we don't see Aizen drop from it. And the whole explanation of Kyoko Sugetsu, it's basically, so is it ultimately boiling down to he just used the normal Shikai of it that wasn't even Bankai, so then we're never going to see that. Everything else that had a good amount of weight and significance in the series has been downplayed. This better be the fucking end of the fight, though, because if there's no epilogue, I'm gonna rage. I'm telling you that right now. I'm done, man. I don't even want to discuss the chapter. I don't even want to discuss the chapter any further. I really don't. It didn't even get a cover for them. Yo, I've been following this news too. I watched James's video yesterday, and I felt every word that he was saying to a certain degree, because it truly isn't fair. It really isn't. They're not even getting a final fucking cover. That's bullshit. Hey, at the very least, I pray that the other mangaka in the magazine give the man a send-off in some way, shape, or form, because it's absolute nonsense. It's absolute nonsense. It's definitely on Jump, and a series like this doesn't deserve this, especially of the caliber that it was, what it meant to the magazine in its tenure. It's fucking bullshit. So I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm not gonna say anything more until we see this final chapter and see what it has to offer. But no matter what Kubo does at this point, I do not think he can give us a satisfying ending. I really don't. At the very least, it can just not be utter shit. He's basically picking up the pieces as best he can right now, and it's not his fault. It's like he built a fucking sandcastle and somebody just came and kicked it over last minute before the competition ends, and there's really nothing he can do but try and, you know, construct a smaller one at this point. That's it. It's fucked up. That's the metaphor. That's how I feel about it. So let me see what you guys say in the chat. I honestly don't want to discuss this. I really don't. The new generation says Jay more sales than this, then they have to take the chance. 4 years and didn't deliver. I mean, I understand opening up the floor for new series. It's been a while, and that's the general push of Jump at this stage. So many series are ending this year, and they're about to go hard in, you know, kind of pushing the next generation. But to have it, I mean, Toriko's Big Rush, but at least Toriko's going in savagely while doing it. All right, but to have it to where you're going to absolutely just cut a series, you don't even allow it to, you give it some room to breathe and wrap itself up properly. You're just like, nah, last chapter right here. That's utter bullshit. I don't care what the methodology is behind it. I don't care what the reasoning is behind it. I don't care if you say that Kubo, you know, didn't go in hard enough in order to deliver what the magazine really needs to see in order for them to justify keeping the series going. It's irrelevant. Bleach is one of the most impactful series that Shonen Jump has ever run, and it deserves a better ending than this. It deserves better treatment than this, and Kubo deserves better than this. And clearly it must boil down to some internal strife for sure, but it's bullshit, man. It's absolute bullshit. Aizen got Madara. I mean, at least he did something during it. I see, that's the thing. I didn't expect that, you know, I honestly didn't expect that Bach would be done with that anyway. So fuck it, man. Fuck it. I'm sorry. I can't even read the chat. I'm salty, man. I'm not like the biggest Bleach fanboy by any means. I'm not going to say that, but it is a series that has meant a lot to me, that in the early days of me watching anime and getting into manga, this was in fact the second series that I started reading on a weekly basis, behind Naruto. So it means a lot to me, man. It truly does. And to see it treated in this manner is disgusting. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on the chapter. I can't imagine many people are pleased right now regardless, but I'm not even going to waste any more time talking about this right now. Let's see how chapter 685 plays out, and then I may very well go on a much longer rant at that point. But smash that like button if for nothing else than to show that we still support and love Bleach regardless of the bullshit that they're pulling with it. And I'm going to go read Boku no Hero and try and clear my mind of my saltiness right now. So I'm out, guys, catching the Boku no Hero stream. And after that, Toriko. So if you guys want to see my reactions to Boku no Hero and Toriko, definitely head over to those streams. And I'm out. Peace.